Hey, Lou from RV Habit, and today we're going to be installing the WattCycle 314 in my Geo Pro. This is going to be really simple. I already did an unboxing, went over all the specifications for this. I'll leave a link to that video. It was a previous video up here in the corner. But this should be basically drop-in, and it's going to go very quick. It is very windy outside, so you might have to bear with me on the microphone. But the only thing I'm going to add to this is I always like to fuse the positive terminal, even though this has a BMS in it, to control all that. And I only use Blue Sea. Don't buy the cheap Amazon things. I got this on Amazon, but buy Blue Sea, the name brand, make sure it works. And I bought a 250 amp fuse for this battery. So the only things you need to know are the three things I'm going to tell you right now about the power converter, the solar, and the battery box. So just two things to know before you install lithium in lieu of your lead acid batteries is this is your power distribution center in your RV. It may look a little bit different, you know, larger, smaller. Mine happens to be a WattCycle. This is for your 120 and your 12 volt, and either in the center or underneath it or behind it actually is your power converter, and that converts 120 volt to 12 volt, and that keeps your battery charged at full capacity. Now this, if you have a newer RV, it's going to most likely either be an auto detect WattCycle, or it's going to have a switch on it that will allow you to switch to lithium batteries, because lithium batteries charge and at a different rate than lead acid. Now, if you have an older RV that doesn't have a lithium compatible charger, it will only charge your lithium batteries to about 80%, which is, you can do it, but it's not good for the battery. Another option is to replace the converter with a lithium compatible converter, and that's very easy. You don't need to replace this whole box. It's just the converter inside, or sometimes they're on the outside. It's a separate unit, and you just need to replace that. Or if you have solar, that is a good substitute, because solar, your controller will have a lithium profile. So even though this can only do it to 80%, your solar will finish charging those lithium batteries to 100%. And the third thing you want to check is if you have a double battery Camco box on your RV. Now mine comes with a double box. Some come with a single box that will not fit this lithium battery, this WattCycle 314 in it. You will have to upgrade to a Camco double box. Very cheap. They're like $35 on Amazon. I'll even leave a link below. But that's all we're going to need to do this. So let's get going. So the first thing we want to do is disconnect your 120 shore power from the coach. So the second thing we're going to do is find our 12 volt battery disconnect switch, and we're going to turn that off. So now that we have the power disconnected, the 12 volt disconnect switch off, we'll take this cover off and we'll get rid of this battery. And we're going to take the negative off first. And now we can do the positive. And get rid of this battery. And it really is that easy. So before I actually lift the WattCycle up into this battery box, I'm going to go into the WattCycle app and I'm going to click discharge, and that's going to turn off the discharge. And what that means is now I can safely work on that positive terminal with no sparks or anything in case I cross a wire. So that's just a great safety precaution. So we've done that. Let's get the battery. So this will probably be the hardest part you encounter putting this in, because it's 60 pounds and you got to lift it up and in it. But it's really not bad. It went in very, very easy. And I'm going to leave a little space on the right hand side I'll put a piece of foam in there, and I'm going to fill this side. Eventually, even though this is a smart battery and I can look it up on the app, I like to have a monitor inside, so I probably will eventually down the road put a shunt and a monitor inside, so this is great space for that. But for right now, that's it, and we're going to make our connections. So I have the foam in here, and as they say, that's not going anywhere, and you could use the foam that this is shipped in, the shipping box. You can use the same foam, and it's only so it doesn't slide, you know, side to side, because there's plenty of room in this box. The first thing we're going to do is put my fuse holder on. Tighten that up. Good and tight. Take this off. So the next thing we'll do is we'll put our 250 amp fuse on. Again, this is just for safety. It is not required, but I always like to fuse my batteries. I'm going to get the positive cable. Get that on. Flat washer, block washer, and then the nut. It's so windy out here, I'm going to blow away. Need to take this extension off, and we'll tighten this up. Okay, and we'll get the cap on this. Perfect. Now we can do the negative. And the next thing we're going to do is get the negative. Now, I have one positive and two negative wires. Yours may be two positive wires, one negative wire. It just depends how your RV is wired. One goes directly to my inverter, one goes to ground chassis. So that's what we're working with. And we'll get that down here and here. Get our bolt on. That started, and tighten it down. And that's it. The next thing is we're just going to get that cover on there, and we're all set. So I have the cover on, I have it strapped down nice and tight, fits perfect. I'm going to go back to my WattCycle app. I'm going to now turn the discharge back off. And there it goes, it's on. So now the battery is live. And we will turn our disconnect switch back on. So now we're feeding power into the RV. Let's go check it out. So this is my 30 amp Go Power solar controller. Very basic, it's a PWM solar controller. Right now it's set for lead acid charging profile. Now I want to set it up for lithium charging profile. So this is very easy. This is a Bluetooth. I'm going to go to my phone. I'm going to pull up the Go Power app. This shows you everything. I'm going to go to settings. You see battery type. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to select LiFePO, and it changed it to LiFePO. So now the solar controller is going to charge at a higher voltage for lithium. It's going to use a lithium charging profile, and that's the last thing we need to do. So that's it. It is this easy. Very simple drop-in replacement. Especially if you already have a lithium converter. If you have solar, you're all set. You need a double Camco battery box, very inexpensive. You don't have to go crazy buying these $200 battery boxes to fit lithium in. It's a perfect size. It's the WattCycle 314. That comes in three different categories at 314. Same size. They got what they call a dumb one. It's just, it doesn't have Bluetooth or anything, just a lithium battery. They have the smart one with the app, and the one I have, which is the smart one and being self-heated if you live in the, if you camp in more colder climates, so it will heat itself so it can charge below freezing. But that's simple. The previous video went over all the specs. Again, I'll leave that up in the corner. And I'll do another video on this. I want to see how long it'll run my refrigerator and stuff. And this is just the perfect solution for stopping overnight at a Harvest Toast, or, you know, traveling down the road. You never have to worry about your battery power in here. As always, though, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you soon.